Hello, everybody. This is MedJet Aviation again. I had some issues with my connection last time, so to trial run. Presenting you a live feed out here from Vancouver International Airport. The date is September the 2nd. Time is around, let's see, time is around 6:11 p.m. First arrival here is a very special livery. It's Iceland Air 757 coming in from Iceland. All right. Flight time on this guy is about 7 hours and 26 minutes. Flying distance of about 3,543 miles. All right. Hopefully the internet stays decent today and works a little bit better than last time. We do have in the back there at the remote stands Cathay Pacific A350, and just where about the Iceland Air is turning right now. And then we have China Southern 787 parked right in front of the nose of the plane that just landed. Let's see what else do we have at the gate here. We do have KLM 777 with service out to Amsterdam later in the evening. And beside that, we have Air New Zealand 787-8 or -9, I can't tell. Again, late evening departure out back to Auckland. All right, the Iceland Air that just landed, by the way, the flight number on that is Frank India 697. In the far distance there, right behind, well, you can't see it now, but we did have an Air Canada 737 MAX departing out. It's going out to Kahului as flight number AC 537. Okay, pretty soon we're gonna see, so we are off of runway 26 right here. So pretty soon we're gonna see FedEx flight 139 departing on runway 26 left. It'll be pretty loud since it's a cargo plane. That's served with a Boeing 767-300. So let me adjust the camera so we can capture that guy in the back. Okay, so I'm checking my other phone. Looks like we have a better connection today compared to the other day. So hopefully that stays strong. I did move my spots because the spots I picked earlier up this particular dirt hill, this location, the internet was not the best and I was not getting a very good image. All right, pretty quiet here at YVR right now. However, we do have Air Canada Express Q400 downwind. I do see it, so I'm going to pan my camera over so you guys can catch the arrival of that guy or gal. So I do refer to my planes in the as females. I guess that's what we do. So anyways, this Air Canada Express is flight Air AC 8164 coming in from Victoria. Flight time of about 15 minutes. Looks like it's gonna exit right in front of us here. The Q400s usually exit much earlier, about 2 or 3 taxiways before this one, at least 2. Not sure why this guy went so long. Oh, it's out of the frame. Maybe it's gonna go around the building to the gates in the far south of the airport. There's the FedEx 767 taking off. That's going out to Memphis. All right, next flight downwind here is Air Canada flight 8444, also operated by a Q400 coming in from Terrace, BC. Flight time on this guy is 1 hour 31 minutes. So see how that one exited earlier, exited the runway earlier. Usually they do that, but I don't know why that other Q400 went so long. Again, I'm gonna plan on catching a beautiful sunset for you guys today. It's not a clear day. I wish my camera, the internet worked. The last time I was here, it was one of the most gorgeous sunsets. Today is a bit hazy, so might not be as good, but who knows, might get some good orange glow out of it. All right, next aircraft downwind here coming to us is Delta Airlines flight DL4110 coming in from Seattle, Washington. flight is operated by an Embraer E175 and flight time of about 25 minutes. Distance flown 127 miles. Again, if you can go to my channel, Medjet Aviation, you can see my trip reports on this particular flight. Taken it a few times from here, Vancouver to Seattle and back. Also, Delta, on that note, Delta is probably my favorite airline in the States to fly on. They have a great loyalty program. Aircraft are fairly new, and the staff is always really friendly and smiling. Sorry, just readjusting the camera a bit because the ground is really uneven where I'm standing. Now a Central Mountain Air Beechcraft 1900 just landed on runway 26 right here. So I'm just gonna pan over to it while I follow this Embraer jet. And now you see it, both of them on your screen there. I don't know where the CMA is coming in from. Also on flight radar, Lufthansa flight LH477 just lit up. That is service with an Airbus A350 service out to Munich. I believe that's a seasonal service for YVR. Usually Lufthansa brings in 747 and an A350 year-round from Frankfurt. And we have a smoky arrival. It's looks like a Kelowna flight craft, Convair 340, coming in from Victoria, British Columbia. Seems like it's not that busy at YBR today. I was expecting more of a rush given that we have a long weekend here in Canada. Now again, the highlight of the night here would be British Airways A380 coming in from London Heathrow. And now you can see the Lufthansa flight LH477 taxiing out for departure from runway 26 left there with its service out to Munich. Meanwhile, looks like British Airways flight BA35 will be arriving around 5:20. Oops, sorry, that will be arriving around 6:55 p.m. So in about 20 minutes from now. Looks like we're just in a pocket of some downtime here, given that people up in the area see some rest. We will have, however, some back-to-back arrivals pretty soon. Flight taking off of runway 26 left is in the distance is a Q400 Air Canada Express flight QK35 with service to Nanaimo. Okay, so looks like Lufthansa is out there almost at runway 26 left. In the meantime, we have WestJet flight 1852 just pushed back from the gate and taxiing out for departure to runway 26 left here. That flight is headed for Kahului in Hawaii. Aircraft type on that is Boeing 737-800. By the way, seems like just checking flight radar 24, this Cathay A350 will be departing later on today at around 1:25 a.m. with service out to Hong Kong as a Cathay Pacific flight. Don't quite know the flight number. Actually, yeah, it's CX865. Aircraft departing out on runway 26 left right now is WestJet flight 1 WS124 with service out to Calgary. It's being operated by a Boeing 737-700 aircraft. Okay, our next arrival on 226 right here is Air Canada flight AC557 coming in from Los Angeles, California, being operated with an Airbus A220-300. Flight time on this arriving aircraft is about 2 hours and 15 minutes. Flying distance of 1082 miles. Right, looks like this aircraft will start a stream of aircraft arriving almost every 5 minutes from this point on. So we finally have some action. So it's gonna make a U-turn and head over to the transporter gates. Okay, we're gonna pan over to the next arriving aircraft. That would be WestJet flight WS1699 coming in also from Los Angeles, California. However, this one's operated by a Boeing 737-800 aircraft. Again, flight time on this flight is exactly the same, 2 hours and 20 minutes, and a distance flown of about 1081 miles. Okay, we're just going to pan over quickly to look at the departing Lufthansa flight 477 to Munich. WestJet back here. All right, next arriving aircraft is a special one for aircraft enthusiasts. So I'll pan over to it right now because you can see the flashing lights on it. That is Air North Flight 567 coming in from Whitehorse, operated by a Boeing 737-500. Flight time of about 2 hours 10 minutes. And flying distance of about 923 miles. Okay, the Q400 taxiing out is Air Canada Express flight AC8808 with service out to Seattle, Washington. And the Alaska Horizon Embraer E175 following the Q400 is also headed to Seattle as flight AS2223. And looks like both of those aircraft are holding short for some emergency vehicle action there, just in between the China Southern and Cathay Pacific right now. Okay. Aircraft departing over there is WestJet flight to Kahului that we saw earlier. The Air Canada A321 taxiing out in between the two parked jets is flight AC-124 with service out to Toronto Pearson. Air Canada bigger jet Boeing 787-9 following that aircraft is flight AC-860 with service to London Heathrow. Arriving aircraft 26 right is Air Canada Express flight AC-8193 coming in from Regina. Flight time of an hour 52 minutes. It's operated by Mitsubishi CRJ 900. A lot of crows flying around runway 26 right. Okay, looks like I misread the arrival time for the British Airways A380. It's actually arriving at 7:25 today. It's been delayed about an hour. Aircraft being pushed back in front of the China Southern there is Air Canada flight AC-244 with service out to Edmonton. That is Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft. Also, the KLM 777-200 just came on live on Flight Radar 24, so it's going to initiate its pushback any minute now. Next arriving aircraft is WestJet Encore flight WS3329 coming in from Kelowna, operated with a Q400. Sorry, but yeah, that's correct. Dash 8 Q400 and flight time of about 38 minutes. Looks like the Embraer, the Horizon Alaska Air Embraer 175 has been just stopped there for the last 20 minutes, 15 minutes or so. The WestJet coming into the frame right now from the left is flight WS1790 with service out to Las Vegas, operated with Boeing 737-800 aircraft. Uh, the Air New Zealand Boeing 787 part at the gate right now. Its scheduled departure out to Auckland is at around 8:15 tonight. Right, aircraft departing runway 26 left is Air Canada flight A321 out to Toronto Pearson. Right, and there we have our KLM initiated its pushback. That's going to be an on-time departure for 7 p.m. Actually pushed back about 8 minutes earlier. The WestJet in frame is WestJet flight WS1864 with service out to Honolulu, operated with a Boeing 737-800 aircraft. And we have the Air Canada 787 departing out to London Heathrow. Okay, we'll come back to our shot here for an arriving aircraft, which is Air Canada flight AC115 coming in from Toronto Pearson, operated by an Airbus A321 aircraft. Aircraft departing 26 left is Air Canada flight 222 out to Calgary. Small propeller plane in front of the A321. Is Pacific Coastal Airlines flight 8P238 coming in from Powell River. And next arriving aircraft here, 26 right, is Air Canada Express flight AC8507 coming in from Saskatoon. That is a CRJ 900. Right, KLM has finally is on the move, starting its taxi out for departure. The Q400 departing right now on 26 left is going out to Seattle. That's Air Canada Express. Not sure why the Alaska Airlines Embraer is still sitting there. The KLM will probably have to go around it. Oh, looks like it started moving. Aircraft departing 26 left is WestJet flight 1790, service out to Las Vegas. We do have an aircraft downwind. Next arrival 26 right is United Airlines flight UA1542 coming in from San Francisco. It's been operated by a Boeing 737-800 aircraft. Flight time off about an hour 36 minutes and flown about 800 miles. We'll go over to the arriving United aircraft. Aircraft departing 26 left is Air Canada 737 MAX 8 to Edmonton. Next arrival on 26 left here, or sorry, 26 right is Central Mountain Air Flight 9M738 coming in from Kelowna. Flight time of about 44 minutes, operated with a beach 1900D aircraft. Crossing paths with the United right now is Air Canada Express flight AC8766 with service out to San Diego. That's the CRJ 900. Next arriving aircraft here is Flair Airlines flight F81798 coming in from Edmonton, operated by a Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft. If you guys are interested, you can check out one of my many flight reviews with Flair Airlines on my channel, which is MedJet Aviation. The next arriving aircraft is Air Canada Flight 1063 coming in from Austin, Texas, operated by a 737 MAX 8 aircraft as well. Okay, we have a heavy cargo jet departing there. That flight is W81925 headed out to Cincinnati. Right, next arrival is Air Canada flight 223 coming in from Calgary, operated by a Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft as well. We're gonna have two Air Canada MAX 8s crossing right here. I'm just gonna keep it zoomed right here, or situated right here to capture a few departures. It's like the Alaska Horizon Embraer E75, E175 has finally departed about an hour late now. Could have, those passengers would have easily off-boarded by now in Seattle if it departed on time. All right, next will be a heavy departure. That'll be KLM flight 226 flying out to Amsterdam. That would be Boeing 777, so Boeing 777-200. I can hear it spooling up. goes. We have a Herbie arrival, first one for the night. On 26 right here is Air Canada Flight 121, AC 121, coming in from Toronto, operated by a Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. And you can still see the KLM in the distance there, departing into the sunset. Departing flight is on 26 left is Air Canada Express out to Victoria, flight AC 8165. Next arriving aircraft here on 26 right would be Lynx Air flight Y9106, coming in from Calgary, operated by a Boeing 737 MAX 8. Again, if you're interested, you can check out my inaugural flight with this airline from Vancouver to Calgary on my channel. Flight time on this guy is about an hour 10 minutes. Next arrival here, 26 right, is WestJet flight WS721, coming in from Toronto Pearson, being operated by a Boeing 737-800 aircraft. Flight time of about 4 hours 31 minutes, flying distance of about 2,083 miles. Right now, the Airbus A380 for British Airways is just about 7 minutes out. So if you're still watching, just hang tight for that arrival. Okay, next arriving aircraft 26 right would be Air Canada flight AC307 coming in from Montreal, operated by a Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft. Flight time on this guy about 4 hours and 58 minutes. Flying distance of about 2,293 miles. Make that 95 miles. All right, looks like British Airways Jumbo is downwind. It will be number 3 for arrival. The departing aircraft in the distance is Air Canada CRJ 900 out to San Diego. That's your sunset over there. Right, next arriving aircraft here would be Air Canada flight AC538 coming in from Anchorage, Alaska, also operated by a Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft. Flight time of 3 hours and 5 minutes, flying distance of 1,330 miles. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my camera for the heavy arrival here. All right, we'll go over to the British Airways arrival now. And as you can see, it's on final. Right, so this is British Airways flight BA85 coming in from London Heathrow, operated by an Airbus A380-800 aircraft. Flight time of about 8 hours and 53 minutes. Flying distance 4,722 miles. A departing aircraft is FedEx Flight 7063 with service to Calgary. Just gonna stick with the jumbo for until it taxis all the way to its gate. Next arriving aircraft here is WestJet flight WS-125 coming in from Calgary, operated by a Boeing 737-800 aircraft. Flight time of about an hour, 5 minutes. Next arriving aircraft is Air Canada Express flight AC8521 coming in from Castlegar, BC. This is Q400. Okay, next arriving aircraft would be Air Canada flight AC567 coming in from San Francisco, operated by a Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft. Flight time on it is an hour and 40 minutes, flying distance of about 800 miles. We do have another heavy on downwind right now. That would be EVA Airlines 787-9. Scheduled arrival would be in about 5 minutes. We'll go over to the flight arriving from San Francisco as Air Canada Flight 567, as we have entered the golden hour here at YVR. Okay, the flight taxiing out is Delta Airlines Delta Collection Flight DL4110 with service out to Seattle. That's an Embraer E175. Next arriving aircraft is Alaska Horizon Air flight AS2114 coming in from Seattle. Flight time of about 28 minutes. Flying distance of about 127 miles. We should taxi off the runway pretty quickly here because looks like the EVA Air is going around, because as I was saying, this guy did not taxi off the runway in time, and the 787 was on short final, but now she's going around. And there she goes. We'll have to loop back around and come for a second run. All thanks to this guy. Okay, I'm just mounting my camera back on. I had to take it off to get that go around. Right, looks like the EVA Air is it banked right, and now it turned around and is coming back around west of the airport here. There she is up in the sky, and she's gonna try landing for the second time. Hopefully there are no Horizon Q400s this time around. I'm not entirely sure why he did not exit earlier, because the EVA was literally over the piano keys when he was still on the runway. And I say that because he was slow. He had slowed down enough to be able to exit the runway safely, I believe, but obviously safety first. Show you on my phone, it's doing the go around as such right now. Alright, so we'll come back to a couple of other arriving aircraft here. I'll just pull up the information on flight radar for them while we wait for EVA Air to come back. All right, next arriving aircraft here is Air Canada Express, operated by Jazz Aviation QK279, coming in from Kelowna, operated by de Havilland-8 Q400. Flight time off about 36 minutes, and flying distance of about 171 miles. Part of me really wishes that the Super Jumbo here, the BA85, would have done the go around instead of the Eva Air, but that was still pretty cool to observe. That is. It would suck to be a passenger on that flight. It's almost a 9-hour flight, and then they just added another 25 minutes to it. Looks like we have a Piper or Pilatus PC-12NG landing here. It's also coming in from Kelowna. These guys usually end up they usually land 26 left. I'm not sure why he's landing here. Probably have to taxi all the way across the airport. There are actually, looks like 2 North Caribou Air Avro RJ 100 downwind right now. And by the looks of it, looks like one is going to land 26 right. And its doppelganger looks exactly the same as going to land 26 left at around the same time. All right, next on arrival is the flight information I blurted out earlier. That was the Air Canada Express coming in from Vancouver. There's a lot of mosquitoes out here today. Right, so next arrival here, 26 right, is that Avro RJ 100 I spoke about earlier. It's also coming in from Kelowna, so it looks like now we have 3 flights that just landed here, all coming in from Kelowna. It's be a busy route this summer. So I'll situate this here. Hopefully we can get a good glimpse of it. The sun has set behind me. Got distracted by that go around. Otherwise, I would have captured it. We're just gonna wait for the EVAR to come back, touch down, and then that's probably gonna be the last plane of the day. Gonna try to do another show either tomorrow or day after or both. I'm not sure yet. All right, here comes Avro North Caribou Air, flight 1505, sorry, 1504, coming in from Kelowna. It's a pretty cool looking jet, small jet plane. Love to fly on it someday. All right, next arrival here on runway 26 right is Air Canada Express flight QK40 coming in from Nanaimo, also a dash 8 Q400. Flight time off about 17 minutes and a flying distance of about a whooping 35 miles. All right, looks like EVA Airlines is downwind again for the second time with absolutely nobody else in front of him. Right, we're gonna go over to the arrival of EVA Air. Again, if you missed the go around for this aircraft about 20 minutes ago, you can just rewind the footage, and we'll probably be able to capture that, or sorry, watch that. All right, flight information again. Flight Bravo Romeo 10 coming in from Taipei. Now the flight time on this is 10 hour 38 minutes. Flying distance 5972 miles. That was a beautiful touchdown by the pilots there. Kudos. Oops, almost dropped my camera there. All right, get it back up. Oh, get a nice shot of the moon there while I set up this camera, which kind of fell off the stand accidentally. All right, so capture this guy. Well, next arrival here is Air Canada Express flight QK61 coming in from Kamloops. That's a Q400. Right, we're gonna wait for this Dreamliner to taxi to its gates, and I'm gonna start packing up. And you'll probably catch this while I'm packing up. Next arrival is Air Canada Express flight 8809 coming in from Seattle, also Q400. All right, fellow aviators, that'll be the end of the show here for tonight. Drop a like if you hit the like button. I mean, if you like what we do here at MedJet Aviation, and by we as in just me, because I'm the only sole operator of the channel. Also, feel free to check out one of my thousands of flight reviews and other aviation footage on my channel, and don't be shy to hit that subscribe and the bell icon if you want to get notifications of when I go live next. All right, for now, good night from Vancouver.